everybody, and welcome to Umaxercise TV. My name is Umax. Today we're going to be talking about detoxing. We're not going to be just talking about any type of detoxing. We're actually talking about detoxing for the mind and the body. It's very important that we really approach this from both perspectives. We can detox through juicing. We could also, detox through low carb diets. Like some people like to do crash diets. I mean, there's many different ways to detox, but not all of them are good. Let's talk about juicing for a second. Now, juicing is a little bit different from blending. See, what juicing is that you're only really just taking the juice from the actual food. It's kind of like if you took an orange and you just literally just squeezed the orange and the juice came out. That's what you're getting. That's what juicing is about. That's not to be confused with blending, where blending is actually where you mix everything together. So for example, if you were to juice an apple, you'd get the nutrients and you get the the vitamins and things like that from the actual apple, but you wouldn't get things like the skin from the apple, which is something that is very important. It is a benefit of eating the skin from the apple. So with blending, you tend to get a lot more. But what a lot of people tend to do is they tend to go on a crash diet, or they just say, you know what, for 2 weeks straight, I'm just going to eat nothing but this, or I'm just going to drink nothing but this. And, if you have the willpower to do so, then that's great. But the problem with that is that a lot of people start going back to their old eating routine after they're done with the detox. What was the point of doing the detox if you're not going to really follow through and make a full lifestyle change? There's no point in doing that. So a lot of times we tend to put back on weight, or we tend to run into a lot of health problems once we get off these crash diets or these special diets that we like to do. Same way works with our mind. A lot of people sometimes are in a rut. A lot of times people might be very upset, they may be sad, or they're always in this kind of self-pity mode. And then they get inspiration and they want to, okay, I heard this person speak and I want to do all these wonderful things. And it's like, yeah, they start to get motivated, but then all of a sudden they lose steam and they just go right back down to where they started. And it's the same idea. Your body and your mind really work the same way. And really what it comes down to is, if you're going to detox, whether it's your mind or your body, the best way for you to detox is to gradually incorporate pure things. So whether that's healthy foods, whether that's positive thinking, that's the best way for you to really detox your mind and your body. Now, I'm a visual person, so I like to see things to help me as far as an example. So I've got one for you. Now, take a look at this. Now imagine this is what's inside your body. Let's also look at it as your mind. Your mind, it can be very impure. Maybe all the things that you think about, all the negative things, all the things that bother you and you worry about in your life is here. So whether this is your mind or whether this is your body, this is what's inside it. Now, how do we get rid of this? Now, one way to get rid of this is to just simply dump it out. But the problem with dumping it out is, one of our laws is we always need something to be filled. Every hole or every space needs to be filled with something. There's really nothing that's ever empty. So, for example, if I was to leave this cup over many, many years, you would think, oh, it still looks empty, but there's dust inside, there's lint inside. Anything in the air is going to go in there because every space needs to be filled. Our minds and our bodies work the same way. They need to be filled with something. So we can't leave it empty. We have to fill it with something. So a lot of times we tend to fill it back up with the same stuff that has been bothering us. So that's why a lot of people fall into the same issue. So what can we really do to solve this problem? Well, here's one thing. Now imagine this represents all the healthy foods that you would eat, all the positive thinking, all the positive inspiration, all the things that you experience in your life, all the wonderful things, the things that truly make you happy. Let's just say that that's what this is. In order for you to replace this, the best way is to start filling your mind or your body with more of these healthy and pure things. But the more you keep incorporating then at some point it goes from that dark, impure looking state to a healthy, more positive and happy state. And this is what you want to have. And this is what it's about, guys. Whether you're detoxing your body or whether you're detoxing your mind, it's important to just always incorporate one thing at a time. Everyone likes to say take it one step at a time. Well, you have to be able to take it literally one positive thought, one healthy food item at a time. You just keep incorporating those things more and more and more. And I guarantee you, you're going to see results. It's going to happen for you. You're going to see a tremendous difference. Don't worry about crash diets. Don't worry about, oh, I'm just going to do this for 2 weeks and restrict everything else. Just focus on doing what you have to do in order to improve your life. When you do that, the world opens up for you in such a wonderful way. We're not meant to be people that sit around and do nothing. We're meant to be active, and we're meant to live life to the fullest. So until next time, you max your life. Stay tuned.